So we are on deploy to ring see on OpenSea section, getting our NFTs online. When we see run.js is just us working locally. The next step is testnet, which you can think of as like a staging environment. When we deploy to a testnet, we actually be able to view our NFT online, and we are a step closer to getting this to real user. Yes, MetaMask. Note, it's a good idea to create a new account on MetaMask strictly for development purpose. This way, if your development account credentials accidentally leak, your real funds will still be safe. So we already have uh, MetaMask. We have seen in previous chapters. So we should have MetaMask here. Here we have. Here it is. I have a MetaMask, and I am on Poly Test Network. Now let's move on. Transaction. When we want to perform an action that changes the blockchain, we call it transaction. For example, sending some Ether into transaction because we are changing account balance. Doing something that updates variable in contract also considered a transaction because we are changing the data. Minting an NFT is a transaction because we are saving data onto the contract. Deploying a contract is also a transaction. Remember, the blockchain has no owner. It's just a bunch of computers around the world run by the miners that have a copy of blockchain. When we deploy our contract, we need to tell all those miners, hey, there's a new contract, please add my smart contract to the blockchain, and then tell everyone else about it as well. This is where Quick Note comes in. Quick Note essentially helps us broadcast our contract creation transaction so that it can be picked up by the miners as quickly as possible. Once the transaction is mined, it is then broadcast to the blockchain as legit transaction. From there, everyone updates their copy of the blockchain. This is complicated, and don't worry, you don't fully understand it. As you write more code and actually build this, it's naturally make more sense. So let's make an account on QuickNote, and let's deploy our smart contract. First, create account on QuickNote. As I have already have an account on it, so that's how you will see your dashboard here. Okay, so now let's testnet. Now let's move on to testnet. You can see this tutorial for how you can create an account. Now we are going to deploying the Ethereum mainnet. For now, why? Because it costs real and it's not worth messing up. We are just hacking around right now. We are going to start with a testnet, which is a clone of mainnet, but it uses fake dollar, so we can test the stuff out as much as we want. But it's important to know that the testnet are run by actual miners and mimic real world scenarios. This is awesome because we can test our application in a real world scenario where we are actually going to broadcast our transaction. Wait for it to be picked up by actual miners, wait for it to be mined, wait for it to be broadcast back to the blockchain, telling all the other miners to update their copies. So let's get some fake dollars. There are few testnet out there, and I'm using called Goldie, which is run by Ethereum Foundation. Latest we are using Goldie, so we want a fake NFTs. Oh, sorry, we want fake Ether, so we can get it from any of these websites. So let's get it.